Hi, friends. I'm back from dinner. No, you, Blurg. Hi. My back hurts, but here we are. All right. I think I need to do. Okay, my rough estimate is 2.5 more hours, but like, it's probably actually less than that, so we'll see. Hi, Kevin. What did I have? My family cooked on the grill sausage. Then I ate a burger with lettuce. Like, instead of a bun, I used lettuce. And then I had some watermelon. I had some chips. And then I had some pumpkin pie. Yep. I love watermelon. And my mom cuts watermelon, and I just get to eat it. Did you bring us food? I have some crackers here. Mmm. Crackers. And, almond butter. Mmm. Creamy. No stir. He'll take them? All right. Here I go. I'm shoving them through the mic. Ready? Granny goes to Tsushima, so I'll be lurking. Sounded phenomenal, though. I didn't have to cook it, so... Good luck on Ghost of Tsushima. At some point, I will do a replay of it, like on, what's it called? Plus. New Game Plus. I already started my New Game Plus, but I had literally just beat the game, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna do this again right now. Alright, y'all. Let's pull an affirmation card and load back up. Let me turn the music on. Oh, the music from earlier is still queued up. I feel like this song... Hold on. Anyway. Alright. Everyone take your vitamins. Drink some water. Say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers in your life. Not Clervie's mom. I mean, Clervie's mother. We don't like her. Alright. Our new opening affirmation card. Apparently the game loaded up. I hear it. Listen to it. It's raining in Genshin right now. Alright. Opening affirmation card. Peacefulness. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Peacefulness. Alright. Into the game. We have this. Random event spawn.
Want me to come along?
Yes. We love when Coswa comes along. Come with us, friend. Animo kinda... I don't know. I feel like Animo's kind of fallen off a little bit lately. Amongst all the elements.
Silence.
I wonder if we'll see some sort of Animo, what to call it? Animo reinvigoration. Alright, let's do this. I already did Arlecchino fight, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah. Alright, let's do the Narwhal so I can knock that out. And then probably go back to exploring that area because I need more of those drops for Arlecchino's weapon. Actually, I might have enough now if I condense them. We'll have to see. Y'all know what I need for my back? One of those back rollers. I don't know if those would actually work on me, but they always look nice, like, in theory.
Count me in.
What have I been running for the last slot here? I don't remember.
The campaign begins.
Actually,
What are my orders?
cryo might be good. I love how I keep these platforms here, so people can just keep winning the jump game without jumping.
Stabilize.
We're way
Stabilize.
behind schedule.
I don't like how that always breaks in this fight.
All hail. A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Coming at ya.
Solidify. This is order.
No touching, born of ice and frost. Ha-ha! Hey there! Hiya! Coming at ya!
No, don't climb that, Zhongli, please.
Access denied. Next. Coming at ya! Cha!
Gather.
Into the belly of the beast.
Stabilize.
Born of ice and frost. Note. Fire! Well, hey there! This is long overdue.
Order guide you.
Darn.
Solidify.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Hey there!
Stabilize.
Coming at ya!
Transfixed.
I will have order.
Oh, there was a Trubbish I missed. Rats.
Cha!
Alright, this fight's pretty much done. I will take that.
Well,
I think someone just
born
texted
of
me.
ice and frost. Access denied.
Sorry, context. I think someone just texted me to RSVP for my birthday party. And I don't know if they're saying yes or no. I'll have to look. I told everyone's like, how many people are gonna be there? I'm like, I don't know, 7 people. Like, I don't know. Oh, someone RSVPing saying they will be there, so I'm telling her. I just ordered the barbecue today, so we're gonna have barbecue. Alright. What? Normally I have the app open on the Twitch app open on my phone. So that if something happens, I can like use the chat on my phone. For some reason, I didn't have that just now. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna click this. Okay, well, it's worth a try. Okay. Let me do this real quick. I want to see if I have enough to ascend Arlecchino's weapon one more time. I do need to go run through the domain for her weapon drops. Well, actually, I might have enough of these for now for that first ascension that I'm working on, or the second to last one. Is it 16 or 18 that I need? It might be 18. And then how many of these do I have? Oh, I have one of these. I'm gonna have to run that domain. Maybe the full 5 more times. Unsure. I mean, it kind of depends on what I end up getting. Oh, it was 14. We're good. But now I will need to run that domain. And gather more of these. It's 6. I'm pretty far off from that. See, I'm actually going to, I think, use this. I think I'm gonna have to run it more than 4 times. I don't know. Let's try out 4 times and see what happens. The weapon domain is which one? Not that one. Not this one either. The one up here. Wait, what enemies are in here? Oh, right. I think I was just running
Thank you
this
for
team,
permitting, no,
honestly.
inviting me to join you.
I knew you'd miss me.
Harbinger, Hydro Archon, Fake Hydro Archon, Geo Archon. Quite a team.
Let the world come alive! Overruled.
Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down. Pay your dues. Can't run from debt.
I don't think I needed to Farina burst there, but you know, that's okay. Wait, am I running the correct one? Okay, I was gonna be really sad if I was in the wrong one. Okay, so this will condense into 1 more gold, so I have 2 gold now. If every time I get it, run it, I get 1 gold, 4 will be nearly enough. I'm gonna be really honest with you all. I invited quite a few people to my birthday party, like from work and stuff. Because like my flight has a lot of people in it, but I don't necessarily hang out with them a lot, especially like outside of work. To be very real, I'd hang out with like no one outside of work. Really. Yeah. Even when I was with my boyfriend, I saw him like once a week. It was quite sad. So we'll say this is, we'll round this to, I have another here. I'm gonna see if 4 will get me there. 4 of these. But anyway, so I invited a lot of my flight, and like I didn't want any of them to feel pressured to go just because I gave them an invite, but I did want to extend the invitation because, you know, I wanted to. I did want to celebrate with them, you know? But, you know, I know what it's like to feel like you have to be somewhere because, I don't know, you feel obligated to. So this person that texted me is someone where I wasn't sure that they would be there. Not because they don't like me or I don't like them, just because, again, it's that same situation of where I don't necessarily hang out with people from work. Ooh, this may not be one. But I'm glad she'll be there. But I guess I kind of tried to preface to everyone that I gave the invitation to, like, you know, don't feel pressured or don't feel like you have to be there. But I would love for you to be there. I know that the first part doesn't have to be said, but sometimes it feels like, you know, like there is this social obligation. And there might be times where there really is a social obligation, but my birthday party is not one of them. I would say. Alright, let's see if this condenses to enough. Feels like it might be shy. The first ones really got my hopes up, but let's see. Right, right now I can only make one of these. This will come out in 3 more. Maybe. 4. He has to roll 1 extra or it won't work. Nope. We're 1 shy. Rats. Ratsola. I didn't really want to do another, but we shall run it 1 more time, and that should be enough. My weekend feels like it was incredibly busy because I streamed all of it. And I felt exhausted every day. Not necessarily from the streaming, I just feel like I've felt very exhausted for the past, like, a long time. To be fair, I never get enough sleep. So it's not like a...
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Something's happening to me besides me not getting enough sleep. I think it is literally just... Sleep is like my worst wellness, physical wellness category that I really do need to work on. Alright. This should be enough. I will go combine it just to make sure, but... This should do it. Ooh. Ah. Oh, there it is. I already can. I don't need to do anything else. Oh, and he made the bonus one. Alright. But now I do need to farm more of those enemies. Actually, when I was helping that person, I should have asked them if I could fight more of these enemies in their world. Oh, did I not fight them all over here when I was here earlier? I thought I had. Oh, I'm tracking the boss. I'm like, what? I'm tracking the boss. There we go. Take two. Did I do everything else I needed to do this week? I think I did. Let's fight, buddy.
Solidify.
Shower me with the...
Overruled.
Alright, I need a lot of the top tier drops from them. Wait, which menu does that go under? Like 27 of these? I can't do that all today. Unless I go to other people's worlds. There's just not gonna be enough in my world. I will fight these.
Gather.
Strike a pose.
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Arabuda. At least these don't drop like one thing if you're lucky. You know? We hate those kind of enemies. Hand guards. Okay. Nice. We love when there's more than one.
Silence.
Oh, I got them all. Or at least what the Adventurer's Handbook can find. Rats. Alright. Head back to this area. 50% exploration. Considering I've barely looked at this, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Let me make sure I'm tracking this quest down here. This one, yeah. That one's kind of cute. By the way. Oh right, I forgot about this. Oh, I have to lure these two away. And I saw one of the ways was up here, right? Oh, where did he go? this guy can lure away the one. Oh, and the other one led the other one away. Yay, we led them both away. Technically the one is still sitting there, but I think I lured him away last time. Hello. I was like, will this let me get this? Alright. Did I not do this one last time? I guess not, since it's here. Hold on. Saw a little thing here. I got excited. Hi, Barney! How was dinner? It was good. My family grilled out on the grill, and my mom got one of those canopy things you can put in your backyard. So I saw that, and I saw the fire pit I got my mom I got it for her for Mother's Day. Kind of it's for my party, but she wanted one, and I said, I'll get it for you. That was cool. We watched some trivia shows when I was there. It was kind of funny. We used to watch Family Feud all the time when we ate dinner. Or all the time. Like, I don't know. Once I was an adult for sure, but I would go over and we'd just put it on and watch, and we would laugh because the show's sometimes ridiculous, but we'd always go, like, if we were on the show, like, they would have to not air it or they'd kick us off because, like, whenever you watch Family Feud, all the people are like, good answer, even when it's the, like, absolute dumbest answer. And we're like, if we were on the show and someone said some dumb answer, we'd be like, bad answer, and start beating each other up. And they would not air our episode. But we watched like an episode of Family Feud and a couple other game shows that were on. But the episode of Family Feud that's on, there's a family and this guy was answering a question. My dad goes, he looks familiar. And then it backed up later and it showed us both the families and their last names, and he goes, oh, I used to work with him 10 years ago. And we're like, well, let's see if he wins the episode and then you can call him up. And this looks like I want to destroy all those before I do anything else. This is like one of those trick things where Genshin tries to kill you for doing a challenge. Why did that not blow up? I'm gonna blow them up by hand, I suppose. Like actual Family Feud? Yeah. Wait, is there like a fake Family Feud? After the Family Feud episode finished, there were 2 other trivia shows that were not Family Feud that we just watched, or 2. There's one we watched full the way through and then I left. When we were watching the other one, but he was like, you know, you never think you're gonna see someone you know on these TV shows. I was like, I guess that's true. I was like, see, we could submit our family to be on these shows and beat the snot out of each other on live TV. Ooh, Nervalet's about to die. We did it, we survived. I got distracted by this tunnel. There's something down here. There's a lot of somethings down here. Hello, sir. Were you guarding that? Not anymore. Did you eat dinner yet, Barney? I'm invested now in everyone's dinners. Ate tacos? They were food. Tacos sounded so good until you said that. Or until I read that. I was on the Jerry Springer show in 2006. Stop. In the audience, or like you're one of the people up there? Kevin, what? Say the audience. Like you were one of the people? Stop! No! Are you the father? Oh, wait. Sorry. Did they just start chanting Jerry, Jerry, Jerry while you were on? Not me thinking of Mari. I gotta go. Did they just start chanting Jerry? Stop. Love triangle with stripper coworkers. What? Hello? It was at least a decent experience. Got it on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Stop. Is it Jerry, Jerry, Jerry? He just passed away recently, by the way. R.I.P. Like last year? This past year? It's recent. I am not condoning violence, by the way. I don't think I've ever watched a single episode. Are they bullying this guy? Look at them bully this guy. Don't worry, little buddy, I got you. He's just singing and having a good time. Everyone texted me. My dad died when he passed. Stop. Stop. I'm screaming. Old supervisor at work from years ago was on People's Court. She's an interesting person. Wow. The only juicy dirt thing of anyone that I can think of that I even know remotely. I don't know if I've told you all this before. And I'm going to tell you wrong. Oh, let me make sure. This one I can look up because it's local famous. Okay, so, there's like a famous women's basketball coach, I believe. I don't know what school she was in charge of. Tennessee, maybe? But she had a son who became a college basketball coach as well for women's, I believe, women's basketball, college. And oh, sorry, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else said. It was a hoot. Ran up a $3K room service bill on food and pay-per-view movies. Oh, stop. Oh, Pat, how did you know? Barney, how did you know? Yes. Well, I mean, I guess if you know women's basketball, she's a very famous coach. I don't know women's basketball. I don't really know sports at all, but yes. Always money worth out of it. Pat Summitt was a Tennessee coach, yeah. How did you all? Everyone knows, like, sports things. What the heck? I, like, live in, like, a box. I don't know. I literally don't know sports things. Like, if I know a sports thing, it's, like, a niche thing. Yeah, exactly. So her son became a basketball coach for women's. I think it was local. I can't even remember exactly what school. UD? University of Dayton, maybe? I can't remember. But he became a coach. And there's this girl that went to my school. She was a year older than me. Actually, I played basketball with her when I was in 7th grade. She was in 8th grade. She was a year older than me. I never played basketball again after my 7th grade year. I was god-awful at it. But anyway, so I knew her, and she was really good at basketball, and that was it. She was a year older than me, and she was really big into basketball, and that was our one time to connect was when I was in basketball. Otherwise, I didn't really know her. But I believe she went to college where he was the coach. But he was married. He was married. I think he even had kids with his wife at the time. And he left his wife for this girl that I went to high school with. She's not that much younger than him, so it's not like it's not an ick in that, like, he was going for someone, like, really young, underage and stuff. But it was kind of ick because I'm pretty sure he was her basketball coach. And yeah, anyway, you can look him up and read about the affair and stuff. Like I said, I don't really know the sports world, and I didn't know her that well, but yeah. They're still together, I believe, and have kids together now. Which is like the one good thing I can see of this, I guess. People will be like, what? How's that even a good thing? I only say that because, like, sometimes you'll see situations like this where someone cheats and then everyone's like, wow, that's horrible. And then they move on to cheat with someone else. Like, they're like serial cheaters, like serial want what they want people. And I'm not saying it's good that, like, this horrible thing happened, but I don't know. Sometimes I think, like, at least if they're staying together, it's not like this. I don't know. It's still not good. I'm like, couldn't be me. I would lose my mind. That's horrible. I shouldn't even. In other news of horrible things lately, what is happening? Oh, this is shooting me. Oops. Maybe aim better at me. Try again. Okay, take two. Okay. Horrible things lately in media or things. One, my team lead came in after last weekend and was talking about a movie he watched. And he was like, it was about Anne Hathaway was in it, and I was like, oh, I know what it is right away. Anne Hathaway is in this movie. I haven't seen it, but it's about like this boy band guy who goes for an older woman because I don't beyond that, I don't know like the story. Like I don't know why he went for her. Like I don't really know, but there's a ginormous age gap is the one thing I know, and it kind of gives a little bit of an ick, But then there's an even worse one. So he watched that and he said he was kind of uncomfortable with it. And I was like, oh, have you seen this one? I don't know what it's called, but there's a movie right now with Martin Freeman and Jenna Ortega. And I haven't seen this one either. But the idea of it gives me such a big ick. Because I think it's high school. Is it? Or is it college? Early college? It could be college. No, because I think she's a teenager in it. Anyway, Martin Freeman is the teacher who ends up in a relationship with this student. And it just gives very big ick vibes. Just very big ick vibes. Like the idea and the concept. Again, I haven't watched it, but... we could go on a whole rant about like famous people, and I mean even non-famous people, but you'll see all these famous people out with like really, really young. It's typically men, but there are also women who will do this, and they'll go for incredibly young people, and it just gives me a lot of ick in a lot of different ways, a lot of different reasons, and a lot of different ways. Particularly when they're teenagers. And you'll be like, well, they're over 18. And I'll be like, Leonardo DiCaprio is what? 50 something? How did he even meet someone that's like fresh out of high school? But the reason when my team lead was describing the boy band one, off the top of my head, it doesn't sound quite as bad. Plus, Anne Hathaway, while she is an older woman in it and the guy is younger, I don't know. There's something about the teacher-student dynamic that's kind of different and like even worse to me. Plus, if it's high school kids are still like developing so much, and like you do that a lot even through your early 20s. I don't know, it's like the power dynamic thing, I guess, too. And like, I don't know, there are certain people out there that take advantage of people's age is actually what really bothers me about some of these situations. And you'll read how some of these people think. Very specifically, those are the people that bother me. At the end of the day, I believe that there are age gap relationships that will be not like this, not like taking advantage of the age gap, you know. But there will be like people out there who will be like, well, I want to be with someone who hasn't had a bunch of sexual partners or hasn't creatures. They are the pride of been harmed in relationships, or you know, like stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, you've already gone through those, so why would they want to be with you then? Like, I don't know, there's just, there's like this disparity there, and I'm like, yeah. A little sussy. Ever seen the movie The Graduate? No. Uh-oh, is this one I don't want to see? Is this one that will give me the ick? Is this one that'll give me the ick? What is going on here? I definitely heard of it. Don't know the context of why I've heard of it or anything. What is this guy doing here? Hey buddy, you wanna fight?
Solidify.
Unreturned envoy.
Settle down.
So what? What does that symbol by his name mean?
This is order. Stabilize.
Time to shine.
Oh no, he has a hydro shield on him now.
Laid bare.
Uh-oh, with no enemies for Arlecchino to...
Gather.
Uh-oh, I am running extra hydro against something covered. Uh-oh, Arlecchino's gonna die.
This shall not be my fate.
Oh, he zapped. Okay, I was like, why did Arlecchino die? Alright, I take this back. Oh, there are no statues of 7 down here for me to heal at. Hold on, I'm gonna come back here with a not a Hydra only team. Alright, here I go, looking up The Graduate. It's quite an old film, this says. Comedy / romance is what it says. Oh, really old movie, yeah. 21-year-old dude gets seduced by some mom, but then ends up with her daughter. That was a wild ride of a sentence. Dustin Hoffman. That actor's name sounds familiar. Has just finished college, back at his parents' house, trying to avoid the one question everyone keeps asking. What does he want to do with his life? Unexpected diversion crops up when he is seduced by Mrs. Robinson, a bored housewife in front of his parents. Well, it begins as a fun tryst, turns complicated when Benjamin falls for the one woman, Mrs. Robinson demanding he stay away from her daughter, Elaine. This gives me ick all over, up, down, left, right. Yeah, sometimes when I talk about the ick thing, it's more often than not, it's men, but there are women that will kind of do this ick thing too. And again, it's more than anything, it's like the advantage that people are taking of others. Like, again, at the end of the day, an age gap in and of it, I've always said, like, age is just a number. And I really do believe that. But you do have to keep in mind that every single person has a bunch of things that come with them and make up who they are. And a lot of that is experiences. So the older you are, more than likely you'll have more experiences. Right? And so I think that has a big impact on who you are and stuff like that. Oh, look how much better this looks. Anyway, I can't quite finish her weapon just yet, but anyway, that whole concept kind of gives me the ick. I don't know. The idea of like anyone much older or in a position of power or using certain things to seduce someone, yeah, it gives me a lot of the ick. I don't know. Again, it's that taking advantage. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. What was I doing? Oh, fighting over here. Was it here? I'm gonna do that fight again, but I'm gonna probably bring like a cryo with me instead of whatever I was running. Am I supposed to talk to Boss every time he appears? Age gaps in itself aren't really an issue so much as the power gap that comes with the age, yeah, and the experience gap. Yup. Yup. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen often, but I can see, you know, someone older connecting with someone younger. Truly connecting. But I feel like more often than not, it ends up just being someone older taking advantage of the younger person's age. And actually it becomes even worse when you see those and those kind of relationships, and then the older person turns around and uses the younger person's age like against them, like as a weapon. It's yeah. Do I want to run free? Yeah, I want to run freeze. Where's my freeze team? Where is my freeze team? As opposed to the idea of age being power. That's just the reality of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with a lot of age and time and experiences, you're going to, as opposed to the idea. Oh, Pilo swine. Yeah. I mean, with your age, you're going to learn a lot and know how to take advantage of people that are younger than you because you're older now and have learned different things. So, I mean, even younger people can take advantage of someone. It kind of just depends on you as a person and stuff. But more often than not, it's going to be an older person because when you're older, you're going to have developed that knowledge and the ability to do that. Take advantage of someone.
For Rex Lapis. No touching. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. My apologies.
Bow your head.
Oh, we both caught
All
it.
hail. Born of ice and frost.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Alright, I have to take advantage of Nervalet now while I can before he puts on that Hydro Shield. There it is.
Born of ice and frost. Take flight.
Oh wait, since he's zapping away. Ooh. There we go.
Let the mighty be humble.
This is long overdue. No touching.
Bow your head.
Sakura swirl. My apologies.
Oh, nope, he brought up the shield again. Gotta go.
Allow me.
Ganyu is excellent for this because she can keep her distance
Access denied.
when he's
Born of
doing
ice
that.
and frost. All hail.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Woo! Freeze team helped a lot. Can certainly work both ways. If you're seeking that age gap in a relationship because you want to use that gap as a manipulation tactic or device, that's uncool. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's where a lot of those people that
I
do
see the value
that
in my own work, but
will,
I also see
like,
the meaning
argue,
in all
like,
the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
you know,
I believe I will continue to
will
take
obviously
pride in fulfilling
argue
my duties.
against that. Like, I just want to date younger people because, and they'll tell you the reasons. But if you actually think through those reasons, it's exactly that, you know. Like I said earlier,
Is it
one
what
of
you wish to find?
someone's argument that I
Hopefully
read
the
recently
excitement of
was
opening
like,
a treasure
I just
chest
want
has at
someone
least
that
made it a
hasn't been
worthwhile experience.
like what natively infected by other people already or something, like used by other people or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, are you saying you're like that? So why would other people want to give you the space for that if you don't want that from other people? First of all, and second of all, really what you're saying is you just want them to be easily manipulated, you know. Haven't used Ganyu in a hot minute. Yeah, I was like, I guess I do use her every week on the one fight with what's his name, Storm Terror, Dvalin. And I guess I've on occasion used her against Azdaha, but not really regularly. But she was quite useful there.
Silence.
That guy was zapping health really fast if you got near him when he was in that.
Let the record show that I verbally consent
Well,
to relinquishing
he was
these items
zapping
into your
energy really
possession.
fast, which in turn, once that ran out, zapped your health. Yeah, new movement. I'm missing 2. Who is this? Look how cute! Luvius. Look how cute! That's awesome. Well, I wonder if you get that after you complete this whole quest line. I'm glad I pulled a spear out of that statue's head. You're welcome. I see this here, and I want to climb out of it, but I know you can't. They put it there to trick me.
Bow your head.
Hey.
Is it what you wish to find?
In other ick
Hopefully the
news,
excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least
I
made it a
know
worthwhile
why this is
experience.
happening recently. So, I don't watch horror movies. Now that I'm older, I feel like I suppose I wouldn't mind watching them so badly as probably I would as a kid. And actually, between playing
Water
horror
comes
video
in
games,
many
which I've been doing
flavors
with
to the
Resident Evil,
discerning palate.
or watching a horror
Mom's
movie,
water
I think
is
I'd rather watch a
crisp
horror
and
movie.
pure.
And
The
like,
water
if
from
Maddie were
Leo
here, she'd
has
say
an
it should be the other way around.
aftertaste.
But for me,
In Inazuma,
it's like when
the
I have
water
to
possesses
control a
depth
video
of
game,
flavor unlike.
like I'm just not gonna move. I'm not gonna want to move. Like I'm paralyzed, and the story's not gonna progress. But if I'm watching a movie, it's just gonna go on, and I don't have to do anything. Like whatever's gonna happen is already going to happen. Like I don't know. So to me, that's why I find a horror movie would be easier for me to manage. I still don't really watch them, and to be fair, I don't watch a lot of things at all anymore. But I do find that there are a lot of horror games or stories with like or movies with like very interesting stories. One of the first horror games I feel like I watched all the way through. I watched Cupcake, my favorite streamer, play it. Was what was it called? Until Dawn. And let me tell you, the story in that enthralled me. It was so enthralled. Like it was, I thought it was just a really well done story. And it was scary. Don't get me wrong. It was horrifying. I'm glad she was playing it, not me, because I would be paralyzed the whole time. I wouldn't be able to progress through it. But anyway, along those lines, sometimes I'll hear about horror movies, and instead of watching it, I will just like go and read a whole synopsis on it to know like step by step, line by line what happens. I'll just go to the Wikipedia page. If you go to Wikipedia page for like movies, you can see the whole synopsis, right? So I've seen lots of horror movies synopses, and I'm very bad at remembering stories, so probably I've forgotten a lot of them. But I will go and read horror movie synopses, and there are a lot of interesting ones. But there's a lot of like horrible things in horror movies. Surprise, surprise. But this is all context because now I will sometimes get Facebook. I don't know what they're called. Like Facebook has a feed you can scroll through, and it's like 90% of the time it's gonna be things from people like your friends on there, like people sharing things or what they're posting, or like resharing something from a page, or like posting something themselves. And then like 5% of the time it's like an advertisement that comes up, and then other times it's like groups that you would be interested in seeing content from, or like I don't know how they do it, you know, there's some thing. But now I will sometimes see like book page recommendations or something. But I've seen a lot of like horror books or like horrible books. I can't even remember what the pages were that I've seen, but like people just like wanting the worst awful books recommended to them in terms of like content of the book, not like it's badly written book, but like the content of the book. And I've been curious. I've clicked these posts like trying to figure out what these people are sharing, because like one of them had a picture and it was like a book, and I think it was mid-book, and there was just like one page where it said, I don't know, something like trigger warning, like do not turn the page, you've been warned, or something like that. And all these people are talking about the book in the comments and stuff. And I'm curious, so I look up that book. There are some awful things out there. Like, awful. Like, some people will be like, I couldn't get through this book. Some people will be like, the book was actually really boring, but the synopsis of the book is like involves like sexual assault and incest and like all of these really, really horrifying topics. And like reading these comments from other people, some of them being like, I just couldn't really get into it. I'm like, these people are like reading the worst things that could have spilled out of a person's brain into a book. And I just I don't know.
To survive hardship,
There are
you
just
must prepare for hardship.
there are just like things out there where I'm like, I guess I can see reading something because you're just enthralled. Like I said with the horror game that I was watching, I was enthralled. It was like not a good story as in like good things were happening, but I was really enthralled by that until dawn. It did not have all these things I'm talking about, like sexual assault and all that, but maybe that's the same thing for like people, like these people, like they're just enthralled by these really horrifying things. But all this flitting in and out of the water. Oh, I did it. I didn't mean to leave the water. Wait, where's this chest? Wait, it's in here? It's like watching a train wreck. Horrifying, but you can't look away. Horror movies. It does depend a little bit for me. I mean, for the most part, I can, what to say, like handle most things. But like some of the ungodly awful things. They just make me question, like, who came up with, like, who, I don't know, not in their right mind, like, who was capable of coming up with this? Like, whose brain crossed this idea? I guess my brain has probably thought of, like, very horrifying things before. I don't know. Whew. Anything horrific, like a movie or a book or even music. Whew. That's, yeah. Really not into horror. Doesn't do anything for me. Usually just put off by most of it. That is very fair. That is very fair. I guess that's like where I feel like I kind of am. Some things enthrall me. Like the Until Dawn. The Until Dawn, like the very interesting thing was figuring out what was happening in it. Like there were kind of horrifying things happening in it. But I guess it was a little bit of the mystery that was maybe the most interesting thing for me. I did not want to switch. It's fine. We'll use this. But I guess that's fair. If I really think about it, a lot of horror concepts don't really, I don't know. Like gory things, I guess. Like, I remember I've seen one Saw movie. One Saw movie. It was the second one. And actually, there was a twist in that I thought was a very interesting twist. But most of that movie was just like gore for gore's sake. Kind of. I mean, it was progressing a story. But it felt like gore for gore's sake. And I was like kind of disgusted by some of that. But when I think about how all the Saw movies are probably connected with this deep thinking understory, I find that interesting. And all the other extra stuff, all the gore and the grossness, like I don't care about, I guess. If that makes any sense. Really depends. And it has to be more than just shocking. Yeah. No. Yeah. Like, I feel like some content out there, probably not the most prevalent content, but there's stuff out there that's just shocking to be shocking, and that's not it for me. It's always the underlying story stuff. I keep going back to Until Dawn because I thought that story was incredible. Horrifying, but incredible. Saw the first two Saw movies. They gave me the ick. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't really remember the second movie that well, but I do remember there was a twist in it. I thought the twist was very interesting, and I thought the underlying story was very interesting, but like on the surface, it was just like shock gore horror. And actually, that's a category I found for those things that were coming up. What's that called? Gore? Because it was gory horror. I don't know. Some term for people that for people that are looking for that, and I'm like, that's not quite my. That's not. And this is partially why I look up also horror movie synopses in Wikipedia, because I never have to actually see them put all these disgusting things into action that are meant to be shock value things. I can just get straight to what the story and the underlying stuff is, which is what I care about. Ooh. Oh, I have a really horrifying one to share with you all. Let me do this. Because it's, oh my gosh. Ugh. Thinking about it kind of makes me, ugh. Probably because it's, oh. I'm looking at those. I'm like, can I fight those? Because this brought me so far. What the heck? No, my artifact bag. Yeah. All right. So I was on Facebook. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes I'm scrolling through Facebook and like Facebook just like sometimes recommends things to you. I don't know that it things you'll like. Like I don't know how some of these like random pages pop up. Usually when I don't like it, I just hit the X and it's like, we'll never show you this content for the next 30 days or something. I'm like, please don't ever show it to me again, is what I think to myself. But did not enjoy my time with the saw films. Yeah, I remember watching it at a friend's house with a bunch of, this was in high school, a bunch of kids, the second one. And there was this one girl who was just like laughing at everything. And I was like, how are you laughing? Like, it's disgusting. But I do remember thinking like, again, it's the twist that really got me at the end where I was like, oh, that's really interesting. But anyway, but there was this video on Facebook and I didn't, it was just like such a short clip of a horror short film, I believe. And all I remember seeing was like, there was a guy that was hiding in, so this is at a girls' gymnastics gym. And there was a guy that was hiding inside like one of those big mats that, you know, maybe if you do the springboard, you might jump and land on. There's one of those big mats. And like, I guess you can open them up to take off the cover. And I don't know how accurate all this was, but he was like inside it. Like, I guess there's some framework and then some fluff that makes up that big landing pad or whatever, but he's hiding inside of it. And I don't know if the Facebook clip really did any good justice to show what was happening, but he looked like a peeping Tom, like he was spying on these girls while they were doing gymnastics, right? And then the coach notices him. So she says, okay, girls, it's time to do the springboard activity. And the guy's like in there. And she pushes it over and zips it up. And then the girls jump on the springboard and land on the thing. And it's clear that the guy is in there getting like crushed and stuff. So I don't remember how the Facebook clip ended. But I was like, this is very interesting. What is this from? Like, what movie is this from? So someone in there said, oh, it's this short horror film, blah, blah, blah. And so I look it up and I see this like horrifying image on IMDb from it where the guy, Facebook, whatever version they put on Facebook of this clip was very censored, I will say. But I saw this like horrifying shock value picture on the IMDb page. And I was like, I don't remember seeing that in the clip that I saw. So then I go, it's like an independent filmmaker. So the film's on the web and they want people to watch it. So I go and I watched it. And let me tell you how horrible it was. The whole entire thing was this, the coach had a limp in her leg. I guess maybe she used to do gymnastics and like hurt herself. So it starts with her opening the gym one day and there's a guy parked in a car outside and he's just sitting there. I think she was like, hey, who are you here to pick up? And he's like, oh, my daughter. And she's like thinking to herself, like, no one's here yet right now or something. And she pretty much tells him to like get lost because he's clearly not there for anyone. And then I think they go about their practice that day. And then I think it's maybe the next day or maybe it's that same day where some girl reports to the coach, hey, there was like a creepy guy in the parking lot just sitting in his car or something. So the coach goes out there all mad. But she finds his car, but he's not in it. So she goes back inside and they're all doing their gymnastics practice. And again, now more getting back to like the stuff I had already seen, but The guy had hid inside one of those landing pads for like springboards and stuff. And yeah, he was a peeping Tom. He was like gross. And he was hanging out in there. And I don't know how she saw him because like the peeping hole was so small, but maybe she heard him breathing in there. I don't know. But she sets it up so that the girls are going to jump on the springboard. And the Facebook clip was the very PG version of this, but he was getting beat up in there. But the actual horror film is like shock, gore, horror, because you will see the girls land on that springboard, land on it and hurt him. And it is horrifying. Was it deserved? Yes. I mean, based on the story, yes. But was it shock value horrifying? Yes. But anyway, it was quite horrifying. There were lots of people in the comments like, that is undeserved. Like, he didn't need that. And like, I'm kind of thinking to myself, the Facebook comments, they didn't see the full shock, horror, gore story. I'm thinking to myself, like, kind of deserved. But the shock, horror, gore part of it was quite horrifying. I will tell you all that. I wish I could fight these. Better than what happens in prison. Oh, to people like him, for sure. For sure. You know, I might have lots of negative things to say about the prison system. But that is definitely one thing that I can at least appreciate, is that there are certain crimes that even criminals will like look down on more than others, I guess. And like, I'm glad people agree on that one, I guess. Like, well, pedophilia and stuff like that. But that is very fair. I don't recommend, if you don't like shock horror, by the way, I don't recommend that short horror film. It was definitely an interesting story, but it was definitely shock horror, or whatever you want to call it. Oh! I was ready. I wanted to fight them. I need their drops. Not noisome. Ooh. Get him, Moss. Get him, Moss. Hi, Allie, by the way. Welcome to our horror chat segment. I don't know why when I see him, I think of Dr. Ratio. Well, I don't think he looks like Dr. Ratio from Honkai Star Rail. I just, for some reason, think of Dr. Ratio. I want to see this fight. Wait, am I gonna have to fight? Rid my soul of impurities. Okay, buddy. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, what team am I running? Bree's team. I was like, am I running a bad team? I don't know what the fight's gonna entail, but I knew it. Carcol. That's right. I think I could brute force defeat him. No Fontanian is innocent. They shall pay the price for the original sin. Rough out here. Overtook me in the story. Don't recognize this. Yeah, I'm progressing. Look at me go. The weak should submit to the strong. Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess to avoid spoilers, I can do some of my old story stuff now that I think about it. I'll do this fight. Oh, shit. Not Hydro. Oh, not Hydro Girl. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, no. Hydro Traveler, no. Don't worry, it's fine. I mean, I've got old stuff. I don't have to. Why did this exact getup makes me think of Dr. Ratio. The manifestation of his soul. They would save spoilers for other people too, probably. I just did some of the older stuff I have sitting around. His delusions will praise the real world. Oh, I almost have all the symphony things. I think I only need 2 more. That's what it's talking about. I think I only need 2 more symphony things. I feel the weariness washing over me, by the way, y'all. 9:30. My goal was to last another hour, so we shall see if I can manage that. I was like, why am I not getting the skills as quick now? I'm not running for arena anymore. Well, that's right. Maddie won't be able to join me today. She's got D&D today. Womp womp. Alright, I may actually switch to doing the Fontaine quest thing that I haven't done in the other segments of the game. And I'll save all this for when I wrap up those things. I'm kind of just like picking the low-hanging fruit here by doing like the really simple things. Where is this? I have no idea. I almost missed that. Yay! Oh darn. Oh, I'm surprised that worked. Darn it. Darn it. Yay! I cannot read what that says. What? What? Oh, it's red light, green light. Pop it in real quick. How'd dinner go? Did you try everything? I guess so. Actually, my mom had some strawberries. I guess I didn't eat those. I love strawberries. I just was full. Oh my gosh. Not me pushing the button and it not stopping. How are you, Scenic? Did you eat dinner yet? not the one with the question mark over its head. Yay! Oh. Now they're all dancing. Late lunch, but might have some pizza soon. Some pizza with prosciutto, spinach, and tomato. Ooh, okay. Nice. I have been kind of thinking of pizza lately. I don't eat pizza a lot, but... That was cute. Okay. Oh. I got distracted. Like I said, I think I'll go finish up some of the other Fontaine stuff I have in other areas before I finish this. Where is this? There we go. Is really good. Where'd you get it? Did you make it? Caught up to you in the story? Okay, Barney, I see how it is. To be fair, I really should be doing all the other old stuff I have sitting around. I'm just like doing a lot of this stuff in this area because it's like low-hanging fruit. Like there's so much I can grab easily because it's a whole new area. That has a whole lot more to do with the fact that this is a new area. Oh, I already have done that one. What is this chest here for? And how do I open it? Oh, it's a fancy chest. Everything here looks like it should be good. Time to rock. They all have one singing to them. Wait, this one doesn't look like it's dancing like the others. So why not? There we go. Oh, did I miss the pavilion? I did. Where is... Oh, maybe down here. There it is. I feel the weariness washing over me. Ugh. Imagining doing this on my phone is yuck. Oh no. I hate dealing with my artifact bag so much. I feel the weariness washing over me pretty badly, y'all. Alright. Let me... I'm really gonna save this area. I think. Because I have a lot of Fontaine to do still. Like out here. Like I completed the original area and that was it. Actually, these are pretty far progressed along. For considering I like haven't touched them. Or haven't done like all the quest lines in them. Let me go to a statue. Getting a little warm in here. Pretty close it looks like. Yeah, I know. I like didn't do any of the world quests really in these areas. Because I was like 15, darn, just shy. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I didn't do like any of the... Alright. That's oh, actually I do want to get this one done. This one's in the Fortress of Maripede. The only thing I have to do besides this new area is find the rest of the stupid Aranara. Oh, doing that was a pain in the batushka. Such a pain. I literally went through a checklist of all of them. to get them all done. 2 areas in Sumeru, like 98%. Can't find the last few Nara. No. I literally went through a checklist and check. I'll give you coupons if you spar with me. Got it. It's getting warm in this room.
You are not
Oh.
welcome here.
Rest and rebuild. No touching. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Oh, he is weaker than I thought. I didn't need to throw all that at him. Dang. Not me tearing him apart like that. Cool. That was easy. I'll do that over and over again.
Show me what you got.
All right. I don't know where else I'm gonna find these coupons. Down here. Oh, here's one. I think I'm going to die here. been 2 hours. What did I say I wanted to reach? 2.5. I can do it. Maybe. Don't overdo it. If you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep. I know. Look at me. I'm fading. I can do it. Just a little bit more. I may have reached enough. It's just, unfortunately, there's not really a good way. Did I get enough? Oh, supposedly I got enough. So bright. Oh, there's a Rattata. And I definitely saw it come in and said, do I want a Rattata? And I forgot to try to catch it. Don't worry. I threw the Pokeball. Oh, I just remembered a game I want to get. I'm gonna order that real quick. A board game, card game. Ooh. Flux. The game's called Flux. Oh, I beat you to it. Flux. It's pretty interesting. All right, there we go. I was also looking at pretty dresses online earlier. But they cost so much money. Now I'm getting all these ads for things that I would like, and I'm like looking at them like, I would like that. I would like that. Oh, I would like that. All right, stop before I buy a bunch of stuff I don't need. But yeah, Flux I played the other day, and it was pretty interesting. It's like the game changes as you're playing. The basic rules, you start with like, I don't know, 7 cards or something. But the basic rule of the game, you put down the rule card, and the rule, the game, is every turn you have to draw a card, and every turn you have to play a card, and then your turn's done. But then when you're playing a card, the card can have a rule on it, so you can add a new rule to the game. It can have like some action, like trade hands with someone or something, and then you'll do the action. Or it can have like an item or concept on it, like cheese. Oh, and then the last thing that it can have on it is a goal. So on your turn, You can play a card that changes the rule. Instead of drawing one card at the start of your turn, you draw 3. Or maybe you change the finishing your turn. Instead of playing one card, you have to play all your cards. Or maybe you add a new rule that says free action. Once per turn, you can steal a card from someone or something. And then the way to win the game is like those goals. There's only ever one goal in play. If someone plays a new goal, that goal is now the new goal of the game. But the goal could be anything. It could say a bunch of things. It could say have 10 cards in your hand. It can say cheese true love, rich love or something. And like if you get that, it'll say on there you need to have money and love in front of you. So those concept cards that you are able to play, you have to have those in front. Like, I don't know, it's just a very interesting game. Us kids. Sounds fun. Kind of like elaborate Uno. Sort of, except your hand could be empty and you still lose, like, or still don't win. So, very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna turn the fan on. Just knocked my phone over.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Oh, that's right. We got the kid in here that we're trying to get to leave. Children like you shouldn't even be here to begin with. Stop, that's so funny. Kids team, look at kids team. We're doing so bad. Don't be a wet blanket, Paimon said. All right. Time for another dream. It's my turn to tell a story. I've heard enough stories to tell one of my own now. Alright, you can be the storyteller this time. Okay, my story will also begin in the giant's garden. Long, long ago, in a garden full of purple flowers, there lived a prince, a princess, and a brave hero. Oh! And the ruler of the garden, a giant with a nasty temper. What the witch wanted more than anything were some of the purple flowers, but the mean giant treasured them so much that he wouldn't let anyone pick even a single one. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch asked, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. You have so many already. Could you please share just one with me? But the mean giant refused. Every flower in my garden belongs to me. The giant shouted, I won't share them with anyone. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch continued, please hear my tale. I traveled here from a fountain in a far-off distant land. An Oceanid there has fallen ill, and the scent of those purple flowers brings her comfort. If you could give me just one of them, perhaps her condition will improve. But the giant, who didn't have an ounce of compassion in his heart, callously refused the witch's request. What did an Oceanid in a faraway land have to do with him? Then, the witch asked, is there anything I could do for you? I know many magic spells, and I could use my magic to help you with someone in exchange. Will you agree to my request, kind-hearted Mr. Giant? The giant thought it over, then said that he had lost something very important to him. If the witch could use her magic to help him find it. So they made a deal. Yep, in the end, the witch's friend recovered, and the giant found what he had lost. Isn't that a better story? At least in this story, everyone gets a happy ending. Wow, we need to get more coupons. I almost jumped off. I hear you're people of leisure. Stop, what? I thought I just heard a piece of paper fall in my room. I'm like, where? 54,000 coupons. All right. An APOM. All right, I am really fading from existence. I hope I've streamed enough. 'Cause I'm about to call it. Let's see if I can finish this out. He did not like that. All right, I'm fading away. I wanted to finish this quest line, but I think I'm going to literally fade away if I do. Off of here. Actually, let me condense this one resin. Let me see who's on right now. I know we rated Malnox earlier. I have someone on called Castle Knox. Oh, I remember rating her.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride.
I might just raid Castle Knox. I know we raided her recently, but... Oh yeah, let's see how I'm doing. Prepping for this weapon. Not very good. Quite a ways away. Alright. I think I've done all my weekly stuff here, so... Let's send my team over here. Save Pallid. Save him, apparently. He's over here getting harassed by hilly trolls, and we'll say, I didn't know there were monsters out here. Yep. Okay, bye, Pallid. All right. I need to add those achievements to my tracker, but not tonight. All right, let's switch over before I fade from existence in front of your eyes. So I did all this. Tomorrow's the last day for a stream shot. Technically, actually Tuesday is, but I think it ends midnight UTC, which is like 4 hours. So 8 o'clock here. So tomorrow, I think I'll actually go back to my dance class. I won't have to emergency stream tomorrow, I think, which is awesome. We made it. We did it. And then Tuesday, I will be here for a spooky stream. Spooky stream. And then beyond that, I don't know. I think the Genshin stream challenge thing is done now, like after Tuesday. So yeah, maybe I'll get back to my Baldur's Gate gameplay. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, thank you all for being here earlier when I wasn't dying, and being here now when I was like fading from existence. Yeah, I think we'll actually, Jess is on. I guess I missed earlier. Again, she is playing Smite, but we can raid Jess. She stopped in here earlier. Alright, but let's pull an affirmation card. Oh, I just like dropped a card on the ground, or like 2 cards. 3 cards. Alright. Closing affirmation card is power. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I'm like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Power. Alright, y'all. I'm fading. Let's set up the raid. There we go. And again, yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. Thanks for stream. Get sleep. I know. I'm gonna like pass. I'm gonna like touch my bed and pass out. Thanks for being here. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good luck with all the things. I'll see you all Tuesday. Good night.